Hey guys, it's Tristan. I'm just back with another shop update video. Last week was supposed to be the shop update week because I'm trying to do them every 2 weeks, but I was on vacation about 2 weeks ago now, so I didn't do it last week because I was just busy catching up on orders. So I'm doing it now. I don't have that much to talk about. It's gonna be a quick one. The biggest thing is that my printer, the UV printer that I use to print on deck boxes, it needs a new part. It's the sensor. We believe it's the sensor. I hope it's the sensor. Is malfunctioning or broken or it's not working properly. So I'm waiting for that part to arrive. So there's going to be about a 5 to 7 day delay on orders right now for anything that needs the UV printer. So that's anything that's printed except for playmats, because playmats are a different kind of printing process. So Mach 2, Mach 3, and then anything else that's printed. Until I get that part, it ships from China, so it's going to be 5 days in the mail, and then it's a pretty easy swap. I hope that fixes it. I've had printer issues before, and it's not the funnest. Sometimes it's a quick fix, sometimes it's kind of a nightmare. I hope this is a quick fix scenario. But I do just need to say that the printer's not working. I should really buy a second printer for the future. Technically, I have two. I have the first one that I bought last year, which lasted me about a year, and then it died, and then that was like the nightmare fixing scenario because I couldn't fix it, and then they kept telling me, okay, change this part, but to get to some parts, you need to take other parts out and then start manipulating it, and then you're breaking it more than you're fixing it because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I don't know how to fix a motherboard that needs a new circuit in it, really. I mean, I somehow fixed it a lot of the time, but I couldn't fix it at the last time. So I had that printer for a year, and I have new parts for it. I haven't had time to try to fix it because I haven't needed it because I've had the new printer, which is better and it's prints faster. So, but that printer needs a new part right now. I should buy another printer. I'm hoping to buy another printer next year, so I'll have two UV printers that work, and then if I can get the other one, the old one to work, that would be three, so that I always have a backup. So there'd be no delay in orders, if I need a part or something. And UV printers always need a they're really finicky. I've used different machines. UV printers by far the most finicky machine I've ever had to work with. It's also you can get the really expensive kind, which are either made in the States or made in Japan. From what I see, like Mamaki's a big company, and those are expensive. Those are like $40,000 to you could get it. It depends how big you want it and when it does. It could be a house. It's type of expensive. It's really expensive. I know somebody who who owns a. It's not a Mamaki, but it's like a really expensive printer. He pays $1,200 a month in payment. So I'm assuming there's interest on that top of that too, because he had to get like a credit for it. But he says he has to pay $1,200 a month for like 5 years to afford this printer. So I might get that as the third printer. $1,200 a month is a big expense. I'd have to be selling more to afford $1,200 a month extra just in the printer. The printers I have are the ones from China, which you could see on like Alibaba if you look. Now those are much cheaper. Those are like 3 to 5 thousand. You can get more expensive up to like 10,000, depending how big it is. If you want a really big format printer that could print like a big sign. My printer is about 14 inches by 9-ish, and so it's good enough for a deck box. In my experience, they need a lot of maintenance, but they're a lot cheaper. So $3,000, even if it only lasts me a year and then it dies, it's still cheaper than paying $1,200 every month for a printer that will last me longer. But I don't know. The printer's a big thing. I right now. So yeah, there's just a bit of a delay because I gotta fix that printer, and I want to do a video later about a review of Chinese UV printers because I feel like there's not a lot of people that have done them on YouTube, and feel like it's really cool. My cat's meowing outside. Yeah. You're gonna be okay, fat kitty. Okay, you're gonna be okay. He's old. Um, yeah, so my experience with Chinese UV printers are mostly good. The service that I'm getting is good. The only bad thing is, so the engineer that gives you the kind of troubleshooting, and he'll tell you if you need a new part, he'll tell you what test to do, he'll also help you set it up. Basically, you're just always on WhatsApp with this dude. The only crummy thing is that it's at night because it's China time, and the engineers don't work 24/7. They really only work like a 9 to 5 their time, which is 9 to 5 our time at night. They've given me pretty good service so far. There was one time where I felt like I might have been ghosted, but they did end up answering me. Maybe they had some kind of holiday we don't know about. Um, for the price, I think they're really good. $3,000. My machine was about. It wasn't 3,000. It was really like with the shipping and everything. It was, let's say, 4,500 American dollars. In terms of print quality, it's just as good as any other UV printer that I've seen, including ones that are like the really expensive kinds of machines like Mamaki and stuff. The quality is just as good. In terms of finickiness, like maintenance and stuff, it requires very little maintenance. That's regular maintenance that you're told to do, but things go wrong a lot. So you have to be pretty handy with using your if you're not someone who's good with fixing things or something, you probably shouldn't buy a Chinese UV printer. But if you are someone who's good with fixing things, you don't mind learning a little bit, I think they're much more worth it than the expensive UV printers. Because even the expensive UV printers, the people I know who have them, they're finicky too. And guess what? If you break apart in an expensive UV printer, which will happen, a print head is a couple $1,000s. Um, a wire could cost you a lot of money. The ink is a lot of money. The Chinese UV printers, if you break a print head, it's like a couple $100s. I mean, it's annoying, but you just swap it out, and you could. It's cheap enough. You could have a couple handy, and then that's it. So I think they're pretty worth it. I want to do a more detailed review on them later. I know this is kind of boring for the business people or for anybody watching this channel. I'm just rambling. I know I've really committed to myself doing these shop update videos regularly, even if I don't have that much to talk about, just because I'm trying to practice being on camera and stuff. So not a lot of people watch these videos. This is a good time for me to practice. For me, that's it. Just expect a delay, and I'll catch you guys later. I've been pretty busy with orders, and I'm gonna be even busier because whenever I get that part and I get the machine fixed, I have a lot of orders to make. I have a couple people that make some really big orders, so. But in 2 weeks, in the next shop update video, I'm hoping to have some more interesting stuff to talk about. But anyways, until then, this is Fat Kitty. Say hi, Fat Kitty. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want more content like this about LDB Duel.